evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to CS Talks. I'm Trividya Leonarachi, your host for this evening, and on behalf of every one of us at the organizing committee of CS Talks, I warmly welcome all of you to this wonderful evening. So, CS Talks is the very first initiative launched by the newly revamped or the recently revamped IEEE Computer Society Sri Lanka chapter, and it is going to be a series of sessions where we will be talking about topics such as professional certifications, opportunities, and technologies that will be important for all of us who are engaged in computer science and IT fields. So today marks the inaugural session of CS Talks, and we will be talking about professional certifications that too are from Microsoft corporations in this evening. So for that, we have the perfect resource person lined up just for you. And we have a moderator who is more than capable of conducting this discussion. All right, now it's time for us to get to know who our moderator for this evening is. She is a well-known personality across the IEEE Sri Lanka section, and she currently works as a lecturer at the Sri Lanka Institute of Information Technology, or as we all know, the SLIIT. She is particularly special for all of us here at IEEE Computer Society Sri Lanka chapter because she currently works as our vice chairperson. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on screen our moderator for this evening, the stunning and the beautiful Dr. Vindya Rankatge. Dr. Vindya, we are extremely thrilled and honored to have you with us here in this evening. And the session is over to you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Trividya, for the wonderful introduction. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope I'm audible, clear, and loud.
Yes, ma'am, you're perfectly audible.
Okay, thank you. So once again, a warm welcome to CS Talks or Computer Society Talks, which we have initiated as one of our major events for the year conducted by IEEE Computer Society Sri Lanka chapter. As the very first webinar of CS Talks, we have planned this specially targeting Microsoft certifications that will help for software engineering careers. And as you know, all of us are from computer science or information technology backgrounds, and we are in different fields of computer science or information technology like software engineering, cybersecurity, computer networks, quality assurance. So based on your field or based on your job role, you might have to do several certifications. As you all know, the BSc degree has become the basic qualification. If you want to go to industry, the basic qualification is nowadays the BSc degree. But to mark your visibility in the industry or to mark your value in the industry, you might have to do more than the BSc degree. That's where the professional certifications comes into the picture. And depending on your career path, you might have to do different types of certifications. For an example, so software engineering, we have Microsoft certifications. And maybe for networking, we have Cisco certifications or Windows certifications. Likewise, depending on your career, you will have to do different certifications. So to introduce this webinar series, since most of our students are from software engineering backgrounds, so we thought of doing the very first webinar series targeting software engineering professionals, undergraduates or very fresh graduates who are in first few years of their careers. So we have a wonderful speaker today joining with us. First of all, I would like to warmly welcome our speaker, Ms. Hansamali, and she is well known to me for I think almost 10 years. So it's a proud moment for me to see her here today. And Hansamali Gamage, you might have seen her because she is a very famous person in the Microsoft community. She's an experienced professional in .NET Stack and Azure, also an MVP on Azure and Microsoft certified trainer. She's a frequent speaker at tech events, so most of you might have seen her already, and also an award-winning writer on the Microsoft TechNet forum and author for a book on Azure functions with Cosmos DB. So she's having a lot of achievements, a lot of well-known achievements on her belt. Let's warmly welcome today's speaker, Ms. Hansamali Gamage. Hansamali, over to you.
Thank you very much for that lovely introduction, Madam Vindya. So I'm also a proud student from you, started from 2009, be told. So I will start my presentation. So I'm going to talk about the Microsoft certification for software engineers. So this is like a brief introduction about me. I'm a mom to a 2-year-old boy, and I'm working as a technical lead at CAMS. And I have a blog in my free time. I'm writing some blog posts and creating some video tutorials on YouTube. And also, I started speaking like at first in Sri Lanka Developer Forum. Then I got some invitations from other conferences here and also in other countries. So I'm a speaker in many conferences and forums. And I'm a MVP from Microsoft Azure for like 4 years now. And I have become a Microsoft certified professional when I was an intern in 2012. And I'm also MCT as well. That's something about me. So then we'll talk about why we want to get certified, even though you have a degree, or even though you have followed some courses. Why want to have these certifications? It's more like a professional asset for your profile. So it's basically you are going to get more job opportunities throughout your LinkedIn profile, or maybe from one of your friends, from one of your colleagues in the companies, and you will get high demand inside your company as well, because for this Microsoft certifications in companies, they do have partnerships with Microsoft, like gold partnership, silver partnership. In order to achieve that partnership, they require this much of people who has completed this certification set. So within the company also, you can market your profile, and you will have a high demand in your company. Actually, when I joined my first company as an intern in 2012, they asked me to do the certification, and my reporting officer, maybe the supervisor, he was like he was pressuring me to start doing this certification because the company wanted to get the Microsoft Gold partnership. With that Gold partnership, they can get some subscriptions and some Microsoft related benefits. As an example, like Visual Studio Enterprise license, some Azure credits likewise. So that's the very great that if you can do these Microsoft certifications, and you can build up your profile. So you will have always these updated skills and knowledge, because you know, it's time to time this .NET version. We had .NET framework earlier when I was a graduate. Then we have .NET Core. Now .NET Framework, .NET Core, both has been merged into one, and .NET 5 was released in last year. Now it's like within another week we will have .NET 6. that will have long-term support for another 3 years, but .NET 5 support will be like stopped after releasing .NET 6, maybe somewhere around next year June. .NET 5 support will be stopped, and .NET 6 will be focused, and it will support for another 3 years. So time to time these updates, these releases are coming up. Every year Microsoft release a new version of .NET. So it's same as for other things. If you think about Angular, it releases their versions every 6 months. So it's a mandatory, and it's like uh, it's going to add a nice badge to your profile if you are updated with all these technology stacks your clients or the companies are using, especially inside the company. Plus in most of the times in companies we have product companies. That means the company has a initial or set of products. They are developing their products. They are releasing their products every month or every quarter. So they have set of products, and for those products they have clients, and they are doing their marketing and these enhancement features based on the client requests, and they are onboarding new clients, and they are trying to find clients based on their marketings and their announcements and these webinars sort of stuff. So that those are product companies. Some companies we have project companies. The project companies means in the company they don't have a product, but they have different clients. In their clients environment they have some products. Let's say in one of the company I have worked, let's say uh, they are creating the product for Domino's. So that's a product. The Domino product is handled by that IT company. So we can have project based companies. If we say Uber, so we can say one application in the Uber system, only a small part is outsourced to a company in Sri Lanka. So that's a project company. So in a project company they can have like multiple projects. So based on the these project members CVs, those clients are getting attracted, then they are coming to onboard the they are willing to get the quotation from the company, and they are willing to get the service from the company because of the CVs of the team members. So in that kind of a company, this Microsoft certification is like a valuable effort to the valuable asset to the company, plus for the clients as well. So Microsoft certification is an industry standard. All everyone knows about that. Even a business user, maybe a managing director in a company in the IT industry, if they have IT department, they know about these Microsoft certifications and so on. So you will get a lot of visibility, and you will be able to demand your salaries, your promotions and everything if you have these skills up to date. It's not only for the Microsoft, as Vindhya madam mentioned. If you are doing some networking stuff, then Cisco certifications. If you are more into DevOps and DevOps side, you have set of certifications in there. For the Kubernetes, you have a set of learning paths and certifications available. So Microsoft is only if you are like more into Microsoft technology stack, .NET, Azure, and the IT and infrastructure side of Windows, then you can go through this Microsoft certification. The final one, it's the personal satisfaction. So that's also like highly valuable in your life, right? So you have some targets in your personal life, uh, something uh, something private for you based on your family goals and stuff, but something professional wise. So after you get your degree and you have some targets to get promoted, to get good appraisals and increments. So these certifications and finally after completing the certification, you get some satisfaction out of that. So that's also a very valuable thing in your life. I think I know that nowadays, maybe since most of you are like studying or working from your home, not going to office or not coming to the university, so you have plenty of time to do these things. You don't have to waste time on the transport and all. So you have some time to do this. And also because of this COVID-19 situation, these certification fees also has been bit reduced. So that's also a plus point. Okay, so we have these types of certification. We have fundamental certifications, the role-based certifications, and these some other additional certificates. So we have these certification paths. Sometimes it's like very messy and it's like bit complex for you guys to understand. Uh, what is the first certification I should do, from where I should start, then what I should do, how to schedule the this how to schedule exam from your home environment, how to find the learning center, how to view the syllabus of these exams and everything. So I will guide you through that. So this after this session, I will share these PowerPoint slides with you. So it has all these links, so you can go and find it. If not, you can follow that with me if you have the facilities. So first of all, I will go to the Microsoft certifications. So this is the place that you can see all the fundamental certifications and role-based certifications. So if you click on the fundamental certifications, you will be able to see this browse view. You can filter from many of these controls. So these are fundamental certifications. So if you are into Microsoft and .NET, or if you want to pursue your career as Azure, from Azure side, maybe Azure side, the developer, or maybe Azure infrastructure side. So you can follow these Azure fundamental course. And this is the new edition. It's not new, it's like 3 years back this Microsoft announced this Power Platform. So the beauty of Power Platform is you don't have even the marketing point of the Power Platform was even a non-business user who doesn't know about this database, this connection string, the controls, text boxes, integers, those type of things. A non-business user can also create their own applications using this Power Platform, using Power Apps, Power Virtual Agents. So they have a set of things in there. So if you aspire to become a specialist in Power Platform, then you can start with this Power Platform fundamentals. So other than that, if you want to explore this Microsoft 365, the Microsoft graph related stuff and those stuff, you can go with Microsoft 365 certifications. And if you are interested on Dynamics 365 and this ERP kind of solutions, you can start with them. So these are very new. It was like introduced like 1 year, 2 years back, these new certifications. We have Azure data part as well. So some people, so when I was a undergraduate, so we were thinking whether I want to start my career as a developer, UI engineer, or someone who is experts in handling databases and data warehouses. So in Azure side also, you have the developer track, and you have this Azure data side as well to manage this data lake and Power BI related stuff. So you can start with Azure data fundamentals. And now nowadays, a much hype word is like AI and machine learning. So if you aspire to become one, you can start with Azure AI fundamentals. So these are the fundamental courses, certifications that we have. Okay, so the role-based certifications. So these are the role-based certifications. So I will try to browse all the role-based certifications. So we have this much of role-based certification. So if you click on developer here, so you have these roles. So it's a very good move that Microsoft has introduced this role-based certification, because we have so many designations, so many positions in companies now. We don't have, earlier we didn't have these UX guys, user experience experts in an organization, but for a product company, it's like mandatory. You should have a user experience expert, because they are creating a product. So they have like thousands of 10,000s of clients, so like millions of users are using under those clients. So you should have your product UIs, and the experience of the user should be great. If not, they will like leave this product and go for another one. So we have so many roles in here. uh, so if you get the data side, you have like analyst, engineer, data scientist, and this database administrator for do the administration stuff. And DevOps engineer, we didn't have this DevOps engineer post like 5 years back. We have this DevOps engineer position and designation now, because the most of the companies who develops products, as I said, like if we take Facebook, it's a product, right? So we are the users of it. They are like doing like nightly builds, and they are releasing a new version every day. So that product needs to be solid, and that needs to be QA'd properly. All the themes and UIs should appear correctly for everyone, and they have to think about this localizational cultural stuff, whether their existing features has been broken. So those of stuff they have to think about. So DevOps engineer position came up because the DevOps engineer, he is specialized for creating this continuous integration and continuous deployment pipelines. That means when you have done, you have a code repository, and in there, if someone do a commit in there, so it's going to initiate the build process, and it will build the solution and put that the build solution into the release, maybe into a QA environment. Then QA guys, they have the automation stuff. Earlier we didn't have. We have automation engineers now. Those days we were like, we are developers, the QA guys, they just click on the buttons and see whether it's working. Now it's now they are like developers now, automation engineer. We have like high demand in the companies, because they want to know about the domain of the product. They want to ensure that everything works fine, plus they have to do this automation. If not, for every release they have to perform all the same steps. They have to click on the add button, and they have to add all the invoice lines in the invoice, and they have to check whether discount feature is working and save whether it's working. So without doing those manual QA stuff, they most of the companies has been moved into automation. So we have this automation engineer as well. So this DevOps engineer, he's responsible for creating these pipelines and to ensure that everything works fine. The releases and the build management process are smoothly running. And we have this functional consultant when it comes to Dynamics side, and these identity and access administrator from the security side. And when we have like DevOps related stuff, and when we are like uh, releasing everything into some data center available in Azure, AWS, or Google Cloud, not into on-prem server. In those days, we are creating our web applications and we are releasing it to on-prem server handled by the company or the client. But now most of the people have moved into Azure Cloud kind of cloud technologies. Then they want to ensure about the security of this data. So the network engineer positions has been open like this. uh, Most of the positions related to the security stuff is there, and also student role also there. And the support engineer is like mostly for the products. You have a support help desk. That means the users who are using the product. So we have like I have this product one, so that has been sold to client one and client two. So this client one has user one, user two, and user three. So if user two has some problems, he comes back to our company support help desk. And then we have a separate role for the support engineer or help desk staff. So they have to log the issue and they have to do that custom relationship management stuff. They have to speak nicely to the customer that developers can't. So they have to like balance the communication between the customer and the developer side, or maybe the company side. So kind of roles has so many roles has been introduced into the IT industry in the last 5 or 10 years. Okay, so if we go for our favorite role like developer, so then you can find these certifications like this. So these certification web application and these ones are like bit old. So this is the path I have followed in 2012. It still exists. It has been retired yet, but it will sooner going to retire. So I have to do my exams again. Uh, so these are a bit old exams. So if you are going to start now, you can start with these the certifications available in here. Okay, so I will move to the PowerPoint slides. So I have actually extracted some information for two certification paths. If you aspire to become a Power Platform developer, so what are the resources and what are the learning paths and certifications that you have to take on. So I have added all the links here. So this is just an example. This is the example one for to become a Power Platform developer, and this one to become a Azure solution architect. So I will show you these the available resources over the internet. Most of you guys not aware about that, even though it's actually difficult to find out the stuff. So you have to like invest some time to do that. So I will go here, and yeah, first we have the Power Platform developer. So I will go to that. So from certifications, I will go to developer, and I want to view the certification path for the Power Platform developer. So I can see I have to do these two exams to become a Power Platform developer. Okay, so if we take this Power Platform fundamentals, So I will open this link in a new tab. So this is the Power Platform Fundamentals exam. So you have some kind of a description in here, and what it's going to provide you after completing this exam. And you can see this required exams link as well. So I will open that in a new tab, and you can see the details in here. So it says you have to take this Power Platform fundamental exam, and you can get this certification. You can get this badge as Microsoft Certified Power Platform Fundamentals. And this page describes correctly what are the skills that's going to measure in this exam. So you have to you have to be some level competent about the skills mentioned in here. So you should know about these Power Apps, Automate, Power Virtual Agent stuff. So so I will go to the this. I have opened this link. So that's yeah, that's it's not a big thing. So I will go to the exam schedule section. So you have so many useful links here. I will go one by one. First of all, I will show you these. So these, in order to take this exam, don't worry, we have free resources now. So so this is the online free resource that we have in Microsoft Learn. So if we open this in a new tab, so you can see the Microsoft Learn course that they have provided. It's like 9 hours course with 12 modules. So you can start from here, and then uh, it has the introduction and these what it describes from the zeroth level. It's what is Microsoft Power Platform and features and those stuff. So you can see the outline of the course as well. You have multiple courses, introduction to Microsoft Power Platform and Dataverse. So likewise, you can follow these things. So that's the free materials that's available to complete this certification. And if you want, you can go to the instructor led paid, you can get the paid course as well. But the free, by referring to the materials by yourself, that's also sufficient. That's how I have done. So this is the instructor led section. So if you go here, so you can see this you can find a learning partner. So since these now so now like anyone can't go outside, so we don't have classes in physical setup. So but you can like participate. I haven't participated, but it seems you can participate to the training conducted in other countries as well. So you can click on finding learning partner. So I will try to remove this. How can I remove this toolbar? That's a bit annoying. Okay, I will resize the window. So learning partner, so you can find learning partner in another countries as well. I searched for Sri Lanka here, but I found some institute. So you can go by that as well, but you can refer to the free resources available in Microsoft Learn. And the other thing I want to show you is, so you have this certification skills outline. So if I click on that link, then it shows me this kind of a PDF. So it shows what is the like areas that the exam is going to examine you. From this area, you can score up to 15 to 20%. From this area, 15 to 20%. Likewise, it shows these areas, and they have provided some description about that. So likewise, you can go through this as well. And one more thing is this journey to certification. So if you click on that, so you will be able to see. So you have so you can go to find out all the Power Platform certifications from this link. So you are going to follow this. You are going to achieve this Microsoft Certified Power Platform Fundamentals. So for that, you have the Microsoft Learn material. So that I have showed you. And this is the instructor-led training. So you can click on these links and go to that. And uh, with the Microsoft Learn this resource, you have this free GitHub repo as well to improve your skills. So they have some lab setups in there. So you can set up these labs in your environment, and you have like step-by-step guidelines to do that. You have to navigate to this place and sign in. There's a control, there's a menu icon as environments, and click on that, go to solution. So you have these step-by-step guidelines. For some courses, they have like published the labs, so you can use that as well. So you have so many materials. Yeah, that's the journey to certification. I hope you can see my screen, and that's the journey to certification. Then you have the ability to take a practice exam.
Hansamali, now we can't see the screen.
Okay, I will, maybe I have unshare. Can you see my screen
Yeah, now okay, yes.
Okay. Apologies for that interruption. So you can take this practice exam. So if I click on this link, so the things are available in the PowerPoint slide. So then you can refer later. So then you can have this, get that the free text, free exam, like a practice exam. It's actually not free. You have to pay something, but you have some offers. So I will show you. So this is the exam. This is the exam that you have to take. Power Platform Fundamentals, and from this is the skills measure that we have found in here. And you can schedule your the exam as well. You have to select Sri Lanka from here, and then it will show you the amount in here. And you can schedule this thing with as I told you before, because of this COVID-19, so you can get some discounts with if you eligible for this one. And you have go to this official practice test as well. Sometimes it's free, sometimes it comes with like offers. If you get the exam, if you fail for in the first attempt, the second attempts also will be free. Likewise, you get some offers. So I will show you that as well. Yeah, so this is the exam replay. So these are the offers that I have talked about. So sometimes you have to do 3 certificates in order to get the badge, in order to get the accomplishment. You have to do like 3 exams. to get the certifications. So sometimes then that means you have to like if one exam costs like $80, you have to pay $80 multiplied by 3. Sometimes it comes with offers and discounts to do the 3 exams, but you have to do complete that within 2 months likewise. So you can find those offers and special packages information from here. And the important thing, this certification poster, no, not that. I think that yeah, this one. So this one, it shows you where you will get the Microsoft Certified Power Platform Fundamental certification at the end of this the course, at the end of this certification, and you have this link for the instructor-led course as well. Also, something I want to show here is I think this one. It's yes, this is the certification post. So this one, certification post. This is the important one. So now you want to become the Power Platform developer. So you have plenty of Power Platform certificates. So from here, we got the guidance from here. We have selected the Power Platform developer, and we know these are the 2 certifications that we have to get. So this view is going to provide you like more detailed kind of view, because it has all of these certifications. So if you are into Power Platform, you have to start with Power Platform Fundamentals. So all of these has some links. You can click and go to the certification or the exam. Then you have to go to this, you have to follow Power Platform make associate, then functional consultant, and then developer associate, data analyst associate, and then to the Power Platform solution architect. So you can see all of these parts in most of the companies. So they like people who are getting these certifications, who are really up to date with these skills and the certifications. So most of the times you can like reimburse the cost from your company, and also you can find the time that they these Microsoft certification, they are providing some discounts and offers, and you can wait for a time like that and follow these certifications. So this has a like nice structure if you want to move into the CRM side or ERP side, so you can follow these things. So yeah, that's about the Power Platform developer certification. So you have these links, you can get the PowerPoint slides and check that when you have some time. And then this solution architect certification part. So I have got another example. So I will move to that. So I will close all of these tabs, and then yeah, we'll go to the home page, and I will say it's a solution architect. I want to be a solution architect. So I have got the Azure solution architect. So you have these 2 certificates, the exams that you have to perform. First of all, you have to start with the fundamentals and then go to the experts level. Okay, so I will go to the this Azure fundamental. So this is the job role, solution architect, and the exam that you have to first take is Azure fundamentals. So in there, you have to take this exam and you can earn this certification. And you have some description who are the who should take this exam and what will you get after doing this exam. And you have this certification skills outline here. That means for this exam, you get questions For cloud concepts, 20 to 25%. So you will get 15 to 20% of core Azure services related questions. Likewise, you can get an idea. Okay, so then you have this the free uh, online learn materials you can go through. So from part 1 to like part 6 we have, so you can go through all of these concepts when you are trying to participate for this exam. So it's very descriptive, but it don't like it's sometimes boring because it's only the text that you don't have some videos to watch. But uh, if you bear with it and if you go through this, you have some videos materials as well, but it's not more relevant to the certification. It's for it's going to talk about everything. If you take some if you take about the uh, Azure core services, or if you take some identity governance, privacy and compliance features, so you will find videos. It's talking about like the everything, but it's not restricted to a syllabus for the to take this exam. So if you follow these learn tutorials, even though it's bit boring, it's not like very interactive, you have to read the text, but you will get benefits. Okay, so so you have the instructor-led version as well. For this one, I saw when I was checking. Uh, so you can register for the virtual courses from here. Yeah. So so you can schedule this for $15. I think you have to like prove yourself you are a student, or some conditions or guidelines will be there. So you can check that as well. So the exam schedule, since I can't find the exact links in there, so I will paste this one. So this is the exam the materials. So I will the learn course is there, this one, and I will go to journey to certification from this link. So this is the journey for the to achieve the Azure fundamentals. You have to go through this AZ 900 exam. So you can either go with Microsoft Learn, the free tutorials, or instructor-led training. For it consists for 2 days, and you have some Microsoft link to the Microsoft Docs as well. So it's just the Microsoft Docs. So I will share those information as well. You can get the Microsoft official practice set test from here. So this is Microsoft official practice test, and then you will get the you have to participate for the exam. Yeah. Now I will try to download the certification skills outline. Maybe this one. Yes, this one. This Azure certification poster. It's like huge. So many things available in there. So if I explain this a bit, this if you want to become the now we searched with this Azure solution architect expert. So so you can see this the line comes from the like middle. It's like join with these three I don't know the name for this. These three controls, it's the joined area. So if you want to become top of everything, so you have to follow the fundamentals and solution architect expert. If you want to specialize with related to data stuff, so then you have to follow these data science. You have to start from the beginning, become associate, and then become the administrator associate and data analyst associate. For this one, if you want more onto infrastructure stuff, you can start with these things. And if you want to go with DevOps expert related one, then you have to go with DevOps engineer expert. So here uh, it goes to Azure Developer Associate, and if you are into IoT and the devices and the data, then you can go to the Azure IoT Developer Specialty. AI side is this AI. You can do all these things and then specialize in from associate to uh, AI fundamentals or Azure data. If you want to go to the Azure data fundamentals, you have to follow these two and then go to Azure data fundamentals. It's not mandatory to follow the Azure fundamentals and architect expert. You can start from Azure data fundamentals as well, because it's a fundamental course for Azure data fundamentals, AI fundamentals. So likewise, yeah, so that's the important thing I want to explain. And yeah, so you can go to this this one, the certification poster. So I have clicked the link in certification poster, and it's this one. So this one, we have so like most of the certifications, I can't say all, most of the certifications covered in here. So if you want to so this is based on the role. You can find the based on the role and also the fundamental courses. So as I explained earlier, we have Azure fundamental courses, Microsoft 365, Dynamics, and the Power Platform fundamentals. And if you want to have those additional and other certifications, this is related to SAP and IoT developer if you want to be specialized. And this is role based, and based on the if you want to become the Azure developer, then you can start with the Azure fundamentals here, and you can select whether you want to go to the Azure data side, then data scientist, or data engineer. If you want to go to the Azure DevOps side, DevOps engineer, or if you want to go in the developer track, tech lead, architect, CTO, then Azure solution architect expert. So likewise, you can select. Same for the Microsoft 365, Dynamics, and Power Platform. The Power Platform also, we have we have kind of a new era, is like beginning, it's already begun. With the Power Platform, you don't have to have that much knowledge to start with Power Platform. Even the business analysts, maybe the general managers, the people who are not very technical also can do some kind of a employee management, create some kind of employee management system. They can drag and drop controls and based on some triggers, send some emails, kind of workflows they can create with this Power Platform. So it's also like a rising star in the market. As I know, most of the banks and most of the organizations that more into, that's not very moved into IT stuff. IT sector, they don't have a big IT department and all. They are starting with the Power Platform. Yeah, so that's the things that I wanted to discuss. Yeah, some more things are there. So this is the links that I have showed you. You can go through. And I will show you some free resources that some of you know that you can get some ideas that you can refer every day to learn something. So if you go to, I will close all of these. So if you say Microsoft Learn, so this is the Microsoft Learn that we have gone through some certification, some courses related to certifications here. So you can find the learning paths here. The earlier we have walked through, and Learn TV is also there for the people who wants to like to watch something instead of reading the text. Here something that I'm also very interested to watch is this Ask the Expert panel, and here we have some we go to the Ask the Expert. So they are doing some live sessions in there, so you can also ask some questions from them. And day to day they are in the Microsoft. If you go to the let's say Visual Studio, the Visual Studio ID, they are doing some changes and they are sharing that with the community. Also, it's more like a stand up for them. So in the companies, when you are doing projects and when you are developing, you have the daily stand-ups to give updates to your supervisors and to like give some insights what you are doing to your co-workers, to the teammates. So they have kind of regular stand-ups and they are live streaming that. So this is very interesting that you feel like sometimes you are inside the Microsoft when you hear to these stories and what they talk. So this is a very good place that you can start from the scratch. So beginners it is to web API. So it starts from the ground level and goes to the .NET 6 and the best practices and so many stuff. So you can start watching this. So it's like not very long videos. So you can go through these free materials that's available. And then the Microsoft Docs, you in day-to-day my life also, if you want to like do something new, then I search like Microsoft Docs and Microsoft Docs integrate SonarQube to .NET kind of. You can search something with Microsoft Docs. So then you will get some links from the Microsoft Docs area. So if not, you can go to the .NET and .NET overview, what's new in .NET 5. So you can check all these stuff in here. And the Microsoft build. So we are having Microsoft build, I think from November 9th, though, as I remember. So you can watch these the videos available here. So it will be very exciting to see the Satya's keynote for the Microsoft build. So sorry, it's not the Microsoft build. The Microsoft build was it was on May or June. It usually on May or June. So you can find the sessions from here. So you can see the opening keynote from Satya. So likewise, only you can't like you can't watch all the things in here and grab something for your knowledge. It's not possible this much of stuff, but you can watch some interesting things that you want to follow. So if you want to if you are working on this the .NET side and the cloud native applications, the more into Azure side, so then you can watch only that relevant series. You have nice filter here to search the sessions. So that's the Microsoft build. That's like that's happening in every like May or June in every year. So it's old, but we will have the .NET conference here. So Microsoft Ignite also there. That's, I think, probably somewhere on November 1st week. So this Ignite is not like not more to the developers. It's for the business users and the clients, and the business related stuffs are going to be there. But that's nice for you to have a look and what are their new features or new releases for the Microsoft Teams, and how they have introduced this the new frameworks or the platforms to have to enable this working from home environment, how they are doing releases, and how they are collaborating with the teams in different regions, different zones, and they are not physically meeting. So how they are going to cope with that change. So you will get to hear stories like that from Microsoft Ignite. So the .NET conference. So in .NET conference, you will see the .NET 6 is releasing. So it starts from November 9th. So you can go and check the agenda. You can see the schedule here. So you have the keynote from Scott Hunter, and you will be able to find this interesting gentleman, Scott Hanselman, that he's also doing a session. So so likewise, you have so many free resources if you have time to watch, to gain knowledge. So it's not like the early back in 5 or 10 years like today, when I was undergraduate or a graduate, fresh graduate. So you have so many resources to learn. Mm, so that's all I wanted to discuss. So thank you very much for joining my session. If you have any questions, I can answer.
Thank you very much, Hansamali. I can see there are a lot of questions, so I will pick few as we are running out of time. Uh, I think you explained very well, like what are the certifications available, what are the paths available, how to select a certification. And also, as I saw, there are a lot of freely available materials are there. But I think even myself, I didn't know that these things are available there. So it was a very informative session. Since all this information look a little bit complex or complicated, what to select, how to go there, I think students have got a good understanding right now. So thank you very much. And also you mentioned about few events that are going to happen in next few weeks. A very interesting event. So I think students can participate in those sessions as well. So let me pick few questions. Uh, the first question would, so most of these questions are related to the certifications that you have already discussed. So I will select few different questions. First one says, if we have Microsoft certifications, how we can highlight them in our resume or in our CV?
Okay, so you can when you have one section, so you have obviously you have this section for like for the fresh graduates. I have seen you have these O-level grades and A-level results and those things, but O-level results, it's not like a very good fit for a CV if you have a degree. So you can specify your A-level results and the where you have graduated. Then you can have a professional certifications, professional qualification section in your CV. And of course, for the in your LinkedIn profile nowadays, the most recruiters, or maybe the people who are in the companies like tech leads, CTOs, they are looking at the LinkedIn profile. So you can manage your LinkedIn profile very well. So in LinkedIn profile, you have a section to include these CVs, sorry, certifications. Think I have added. I think you can see my screen.
Yes, we can see.
So I think I have added a section for certifications, this license and certifications. So you can add those certifications under here. And you can link this certification as well. So the certification transcript, so you can link that.
Yeah, so thank you very much. As Hansamali mentioned, it's better to have a separate section in your CV for the professional qualifications, and then whoever reading your CV will see that you have done some certifications as well. And the second question, I will deviate a little bit from questions about certifications because you already explained paths available and so on. Now, this is more into the volunteering work, Microsoft community and Microsoft programs. How we can volunteer for Microsoft programs or Microsoft community and become speakers?
Yeah, of course. Because so we have the Sri Lanka Developer Forum, and we have like old .NET geeks, like 30 plus people. Again, that means the 30 plus age people are there. So we are welcoming the freshers and the people who are in their 20s. So we have this Sri Lanka Developer Forum, and we have a Sri Lanka Data Community, so many platforms. So you can come to these forums, and if you can join these forums and attend to these sessions. So we are hosting every month, and you can message the group directly, or else you can message me or this person. He's the organizer and I'm a co-organizer, me or Fikri directly, and uh, talk with us whether you want to do a session. So what kind of a session you are going to do, kind of if you want any advice to do a session, if you want to do any advices for the certifications and all. So when we have time, we will reply. So, and of course we are welcoming the freshers, because we are a bit old and this Sri Lanka Developer Forum is like 15 years old. So I don't know actually who is the first the organizer was. So this needs to go from generation to generation. So we are happy to have the freshers.
Yeah, so all of you are welcome to join these forums and get more knowledge, get to know more people in software engineering careers, get their advices, and so on. So the next question, Hansamali, how we can become a Microsoft certified trainer?
Okay. To become the Microsoft certified trainer, first you have to you have to be a Microsoft certified professional, and then your profile needs to be recommended by a Microsoft certified trainer. Then they are evaluating that, and you will be able to be a MCT, and that's only for a year. So you have to do your work, and you have to like uh, do you have to like deliver courses, or maybe sometimes with this COVID situation, actually we are not doing it. Most of the MCTs are not doing physical trainings, or else you have to conduct some sessions, and then you will be able to reclaim the MCT for the next year.
Yeah, so you all can start with the Microsoft certifications and then go on the uh, career ladder and then become Microsoft trainers pretty soon. Uh, the I Since we are running out of time, I will take the last question. How volunteering and how helping the community help us to develop our careers, and at the same time how we can balance our work life with this kind of volunteering work. So I know you are volunteering for several organizations, several, like you are doing several talks, you are having a blog and so on. So how it helps our students, how it will help our students for their professional career, and how they can balance their work with this volunteering work. So your advice would be very important for them.
Yeah, actually, it's not so difficult if you balance everything. I think you guys have plenty of time than me. So, uh, actually, when I was in my when I was in a company, so my supervisor, uh, he knew that I was following Angular tutorials, even though our the company the teammates were not very familiar on Angular. Then he asked me whether can you do a session for the internal tech talk in our company. But he was not sure whether I will take the challenge because I'm a girl and my volume is like very low because I was like 2 years or 1 year's experienced at that time. But I took that challenge and I did that, and I got a very good feedback from them. That's great. So, but it was the internal one. Then I went to my next company, and in their appraisals, there was some evaluation criteria that you need to do some evangelist stuff apart from the project that you are working. If only you will get these much of marks, then I wanted to earn the marks and I wanted to have a good increment and promotion. Then I did for the sake of that in a local forum. That's the Sri Lanka Developer Forum. So then I got good feedback from the MVPs, and they were like, we don't have much ladies MVP, so why don't you try do this? If you do a session in one forum, you will get invitation from another forums as well, because the struggle is for the organizers in a forum. Every month you have to find two speakers, so that's a problem. So then I kept doing that. Then I wanted to participate in a conference in Sri Lanka, because in there it's not only the local speakers, you will get the exposure to speakers from other countries. So my inspiration was Pinal Dev. When I saw him came down to Sri Lanka for SQL Saturday, I was there as the audience for 2 years. Then I was like, wow, if I could become a speaker, I will be able to meet him and speak to him. So then I applied and I got selected. So then he was there in the speaker room next to me. It was like a wow moment for me. So then after doing that one, then I got some invitations from other countries. So it was a nice opportunity. So when you are doing those kind of community works, you will get a good profile inside the organization, in other companies and as well. So in terms of recruiters and in terms of the other companies, you will get a high demand, and you will get good increments and promotions as well. But you have to balance that. So when I got married and when I have kids, then that's bit difficult, but I try to balance it. So it's I work from 8:30 to 5:30, 5:30 log off. If I have something critical and I have to stay for the do some works in the night or in the weekend, so that's fair, but not always. So after 5:30, I have some time to I have like 2 or 3 hours of time to do something that I like. So maybe I'm sometimes watching some TV serials or some watching some videos on YouTube. Sometimes I tend to look for some solutions that I have faced in my office, maybe when I was doing something, and then I started blogging. When usually when we find a bottleneck, let's say some null reference exception, you search for that why it has thrown, and you found the solution and you fixed it. But you can't remember in the after like 2 3 months you get the same error. You can't remember. You remember I fixed that error, but you can't remember the solution. So then I started blogging in order to have it for my reference. Then I shared it with couple of friends of mine. Then it came great. So if you balance everything, I think you can have your good family life balance. Plus you should respect your company and clients. They are the one paying for you to earn your bread and butter for the day. So that's the second priority. The third priority, you can invest some time for yourself in order to read a book, watch a movie, or search something that you like. So yeah, that's the idea that I have.
Yeah, thank you, Hansamali. I think your story would be an inspirational for all the students here. Uh, how to do something for yourself as well as to the community, because all of us are working together in the community, so we can learn from each other. It would be a good opportunity to share our knowledge with others as well. So IEEE is also a good community where we share our knowledge uh, through the community different events. Uh, so once again, thank you very much for joining with us. I will hand over this, since we are running out of time. I think that's all I can take as questions. And for most of these questions, you have already answered. So Trividya, over to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Vinda. As Dr. Vinda previously said, I'm pretty sure that we learned a lot about Microsoft certifications for software engineering careers by the session that was conducted by our guest speaker for the night. So, Mrs. Gamage, we are super, super appreciative about your efforts that were put forth in making the CS Talks a super hit and a success. So it's time for us to show our appreciation to you. And now we will be sharing a token of appreciation. Please accept it. Okay, so here is our token of appreciation for Mrs. Hansamali Gamage. So we deeply appreciate of you coming forward and sharing your expertise and knowledge on Microsoft certifications that are required for software engineering careers. We really are thankful for you willingly foregoing your busy schedule on a hectic Friday evening just like this, and without any hindrance sharing your knowledge and expertise with us. And talking about our moderator, Dr. Vindaran Kotge, ma'am, we are glad to have you as our guide, as our pillar of strength in relaunching IEEE Computer Society Sri Lanka chapter and launching this first ever initiative by the revamped IEEE Computer Society Sri Lanka chapter, CS Talks. So as an appreciation for all your efforts that you put forth, we are going to present you a token of appreciation as well. So please accept. Okay, here is our token of appreciation for our moderator this evening, Dr. Vinder Rankotge. Thank you so much, Dr. Vinder Rankotge, and thank you so much, Mrs. Hansamali Gamage, for joining us this evening. And to all the ladies and gentlemen, we are happy to have you all with us here. And this is the first ever session of CS Talks, and we will be conducting many more interesting, informative, and engaging sessions on the CS Talks in the near future. So we all hope to see you in those sessions as well. So with hopes of seeing you in the near future, we are going to call it a night. So until we meet again, stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you all.